This is the story of Brainy the RPG cat, and in many ways it's a very typical story. One day an old man found a stray kitten in a library, and he chose to keep it as a mascot, and to keep him in gentle company. But this was no ordinary old man, for he was Bosch, the high elf headmaster of the Library of Dinah, a very not ordinary library dedicated to the goddess of all living knowledge. And before long, Bosch would learn that this was also no ordinary cat.
Hello.
Learning that the cat was intelligent, the wizard took it upon himself to teach him to read and write, and learn history and the ways of magic. He was quite taken with the lessons he got from games using cards and dice. And soon the cat grew into an adult, a scholar, a full-fledged wizard in his own right, and once and forever one of the most dedicated librarians in Denier. The wizard bestowed upon him a name in the tradition of all cat people. He who astounds with his immediately brilliant ideas, but the library wizards have taken to calling him Brainy the RPG cat. And let me tell you, it hasn't been a bed of roses.
Brainy the cat. Brainy the RPG cat. It's a kitty cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to another edition of Brainy the RPG Cat. Tonight we are playing Pokemeown TCG Live, and well, there isn't much more to say about that. We haven't touched the game in a while, certainly, but I think I don't think the previous league has dissipated yet, so yeah, we can still win some good prizes in ranked mode, and as you know, when we had yesterday when we were doing tabletop lore, I was having a little bit of an issue with my avatar, and so I've tried a lot of different things in order to really just kind of economize the RAM on my computer, because as it turns out, VTube Studio just happens to be this really, really, really big 3D rendering, just tremendous RAM hog. I don't know, I'm looking for a better way to put it. But, it does consume an awful lot of RAM, and so, at the end of the day, what I decided to do is I decided to spend the money and double my RAM to 32 gigabytes, which was double what it was before. And so I'm really just kind of hoping that is going to that's going to suffice, at least for now. The only other alternative I would have was to bring it up to 64. If I was to do that, I'd be a little bit worried about just kind of my processing speed. So I did a few things offline as well. Is that I did a few changes to the Brainy avatar, nothing too noticeable, but there is just kind of a slight change to the eye focus, and also a little bit of the hair tuft on the top of my head was cut off, and so I went back and I adjusted both of those things. So here we are, back and better than ever. New and improved technically, and so thank you everybody once again for tuning in. As usual, this stream is brought to you by GreatMedia.Games for low prices on for low prices on single TCG cards, visit greatmedia.games and use the code 10finity at checkout for 10% off of your online order. And also be sure to check out our pages on Ko-fi and Throne. And in addition to that, we now have a link for the Well of the Worlds campaign on Kickstarter. Written by Michael Serbrook, published by Rem Alternatives Productions and Mobius Worlds Publishing. The Well of the Worlds is the new and exciting new world to play in the Prowlers and Paragons engine. Visit tinyurl.com/World of Worlds to get put onto the mailing list and await the coming of the Kickstarter, which is going to be April the 4th. So, thank you everybody once again for tuning in. We're going to go ahead. We are going to head over to the stream, and we're going to get started with our game of Pokemon TCG Live. Alright. Okay, so here we are. February 2023 ladder, there's exactly a couple of days left in this current ranked mode. Probably the first thing I would like to do is I would like to look at my decks. There might be something I can build pretty quickly, or I could continue to use the Lugia and Ho-Oh deck. The Lugia and Ho-Oh deck was probably what I is probably what I used most of the time the last time that we played, and it was doing pretty good. I was really raising in the ranks by playing that. But let's create a new deck, follow the rules for the standard format. I put an awful lot of cards into this, mostly using the card codes from actual physical Pokemon TCG packs. So let's see if some of the new stuff that we have that might be interesting to put in a deck. One thing I'm immediately looking at is that I have an Alolan Vulpix V, and I also have a V-Star. And so we could probably build something with water Pokemon or ice Pokemon. So let's take a look at the effects here. One of them, White Drop. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V, this attack does 50 more damage. So that's 10 plus 50 if it is a Pokemon V. The other one is Frost Smash for 110. So put that in there, and also Vulpix V-Star. Let's see. Snow Mirage, 160. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. V-Star power is Silvery Snowstar. This attack does 70 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon V in play. So this would be pretty good for an anti-Pokemon V deck. Although, they can probably put effects on me that also block Vulpix's abilities, at which, that would be a total wash. So let's see, what other ice and water Pokemon can we put on this? Articuno is here. 110. Ice Wing for 20, and Wild Freeze for 70, which also does 50 damage to itself. So, it's a risky card, but, it actually might be worth having one. And so, since we are, deciding somewhat on water Pokemon, I should choose water Pokemon in my filters. So, let's see the cards. So, let me see. We have Dupiter and Aquanid. Aquanid has the ability Drowning Ball. If heads, your active Pokemon is paralyzed, and discard an energy card. Plus Headbutt Bounce for 60. The ordinary Dupiter only has Hook, but this actually might be worth putting in so I can evolve them and use the Paralyze ability. Alright. So, let's see, what else do we got here? Milotic evolves from Phoebus. Water Arrow does 50 damage to one Pokemon. Mellow Wave for 60 and the opponent is asleep. So I guess I'm mostly going for status effects here. Alright. Let me see. Are Oh yeah, I accidentally put in 4 cards. I could only put in 3. That's good because, you know, I was a little bit concerned that I wouldn't be able to actually run Aquanid because that would be a very strong part of the strategy. Calyrex Ice Rider. Pierce for 40 damage and Glacial Lance for 200 and discard 2 energy. Okay, that kind of goes along with discarding energy whenever I am using Aquanid, so only have one of those cards. The other one is a VMAX, Rite of the High King, 10 plus 30 more damage for each of your opponents, or Max Lance for 10. Alright, well. See, I don't know how much I want to put Pokemon V in here because one of my main abilities is removing Pokemon V abilities, so I'm pretty sure that it's just as likely in order to hit me. Let's see. Inteleon probably not good because, you know, they're usually used in rapid fire decks, and that's not what this is. Lapras 130. Rain Splash or Wave Splash. So I think I've already pretty significantly run out of Ice Pokemon. The rest of the deck is probably just going to need to be made up of Water Pokemon. Fion, Sea Feist, search your deck for 3 basic Pokemon, Water Pokemon, and put them onto your bench. Okay, that's necessary. Maybe put 2 of those. Fossil Finding. Shuffle up to any 4 and any combination of unidentified fossil and rare fossil cards from your discard pile onto your deck. Hello, it's Devin. Thank you very much for joining us. Water Pulse, and let's see. I want to avoid the Rapid Strike cards because, once again, you know, those pretty much only work with themselves. Might be worth doing Snom. What does Frostmoth do? Ability Ice Dance. Often as you like during your turn, you can attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. Alright, that actually might be worth doing. Okay, so 3 Snoms and 3 Frostmoths. Alright. I pray you're well tonight. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. You know, I actually managed to get some RAM sticks for my PC, and so I'm pretty sure I'm going to avoid, you know, simultaneous crashes between OBS and VTube Studio from this point forward. Let's see. Frostlass does Frosty Jail 20 plus Candace. Okay, this would require me to have Candace in my hand. If you play Candace from your hand during your turn, this attack does 30 more damage. Well, it doesn't actually hurt to have Candace in my hand. Well, these would be very strong attackers in the event that I did. I only have 1 of each, regrettably. Yeah, let's see. I might not want to leave those in there, but let me see. Instead of that, play Snover, but I don't have any of his evolved form. Inteleon, Suicune, Fleet-Footed. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in an active spot, you can draw a card. Blizzard Rondo does 24 damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. Okay, that's actually a pretty strong one. Put that in there. The regular Suicune says, let's see, Wave Splash for 20, Aurora Leap for 130. So, put 2 energy attached from this Pokemon into your hand. Well, I mean, it might be like a Hail Mary, but it also might be incredibly useful. Okay, so that makes 25 cards. 25 cards, Ice-themed cards. 4 Pokemon Vs. And then, let me see. I put Phoebus in here. I put 3 Phoebus in here. I didn't end up putting the Milotic in here. That's what was missing. Alright. No evolutions for Snorunt either. That's pretty. Oh, actually, yeah, Glalie is an evolution from Snorunt. So what I could do is I could run 3 Snowruns, and then I could run 1 Frostlass and 1 Glalie. Okay, so did I put any into the? No, I don't think I did. Okay, so 2, and then Frostlass, and then whoop, I already had Frostlass in here. Okay, and then Glalie. Okay, so then at least I'll be able to run 2 of them, and so that makes a total of 30 Pokemon cards. Let's see. So now, one thing I want to look at Candace, because Candace seemed to be the water supporter card. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You can reveal any number of water Pokemon and water energy cards you can find and put them to your hand. So yeah, most definitely. I seem to only have 1 of them though. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I have something like a Misty, something that also specifically charges up water Pokemon. Lucky Ice Pop. I saw a lot of people use this in rank mode. You heal 20 damage from your Pokemon. If you heal the damage this way, flip a coin. If it's heads, put this Lucky Ice Pop into your hand instead of discard pile. So many people were using this, and they got really, really lucky with heads. So they were able to heal up to 60 damage in 1 turn. I don't know if it's going to happen to me, but we shall see. I have Melanie cards, more Melanie cards than Candace cards anyway. 3 of those. The majority of this card has Pokemon V, so I don't think that should be a problem. Let's see. I want. Okay. We need to pull out the most evolved Pokemon, so we're going to use Ultra Balls in this. Tower of Water, the retreat cost of a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Okay, never mind. It only works with Rapid Strike. Once trading card, once during each player's turn, they can put a basic card from their pile and into their hand. Okay, Mirage Gate. No, I think that's too specific. Ordinary Rod. Shuffle up to 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck, or shuffle up to 2 basic energy cards. Okay, so that works 2 ways. So that's very useful. Lumberry. At the end of each turn, if the Pokemon this card is attached to affected by any special condition, it recovers from all of them and remove the card. So yeah, just like a berry. So we're pretty good as far as energy searching cards. Yeah, so I don't think I need a basic energy cards. Maybe I'll need 1 energy retrieval. Wouldn't hurt to have 1 Cape of Toughness. Big Parasol. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to all Pokemon. I don't know how frequently that might actually come up, so... Let me see. Capacious Bucket. Search your deck for up to 2 water energy cards. Well, okay. As long as it is specific. Let me see. That's 20 and 15, and then probably I want the 15 to be made up of remaining energy cards. So, watch me do this for a while. Nine, 10. Let me see. Say Lucky Energy. As long as this card is attached to the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, draw a card. Powerful energy. The attacks of this Pokemon this card is attached will do 20 more damage. Okay, well that actually might be useful in this deck because people do a heavy amount of damage. So in that sense, if I can just add 20 damage to that, that's going to result in a lot of knockouts. Okay, so what else? Okay, well I'll just put 12. Put 12 normal energies, and we'll go ahead and we'll call this a deck. All right. So new deck. We'll call it Ice. Okay, V Max. All right. Ice V Max. Let me see. Edit the deck. Where did I go to actually set my deck style? Okay, set active. All right. Where did I put that? Duplicate, export, and or delete. Oh, I just actually have to click on a deck box. Okay, so out of a couple of dozen deck box that I've gotten once again as as premiums for buying the actual physical Pokemon cards. I don't think anything that I have unlocked is specifically water themed. I mean, I can at least put a water deck box onto it, and then card sleeves. This would probably look good with the. So I have a couple of promo card sleeves, but nothing, too dynamic. Let's. Well, I'm just going to use regular Pokemon cards, and then for coin, since there is a Vulpix in here, I do believe that I have a Vulpix coin. Here it is. All right. Now we're ready. Let's try out this new deck in ranked mode. Wolf Skater 3. He actually does have Galarian Vulpix sleeves, so I'm a little envious of that. Okay, I get to go first. Alright. So, let me see. For starters, only active Pokemon I can start with is Suicune. Alright, so I think that is done. Alright. You put his setup up there. Alright, starting with an Arceus V. Not intimidated whatsoever. Let me see. 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. Okay. Actually, that was a mistake. Because without a water energy, you can't attack. See, Milotic is not going to come out. Well, and my turn anyway. I don't think he's going to be able to attack in his first turn either. Emergency Jelly. When you need jelly and it's an emergency, try Emergency Jelly. Alright, so put that water card onto it because it is necessary. I have both my Milotics at the moment. Nothing in that will help me draw new cards. But let's see. Wave Splash for the 20. Yeah, I think I might have short sheeted this deck in terms of searching cards. I mean, at least using the Ultra Balls would let me pull any Pokemon if I had any in my hand at the moment. I think he might have something even meaner on the bench than the Arceus that he led with. Let's see. Ability Fleet-Footed. This Pokemon is in the active spot, draw a card, or Burning Rondo. Does 20 plus 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon. Okay, that's not actually bad. Cape of Toughness. Put that on Suicune and then put the last energy on them. Unfortunately, yeah, nothing that's probably going to keep me alive. Aurora Loop, 130 damage. Pull 2 energy cards. This would work, except for the very key fact is that nothing has come out that can go onto my bench. If he succeeds in knocking me out, then he's just going to win, because I have only been playing one Pokemon so far. Okay, went to V-Star. Trinity Nova does 200 and then allows you to search for 3 basic energy cards. Okay, this is gonna hurt, but I think I'm gonna survive. Nope. I was wrong. I was wrong. What did Cape of Toughness end up doing? So he ended up winning the match because only one Pokemon was played the entire time. I have to watch out for that. That is actually, yeah, something that might be able to happen a lot. I'm going to give one more round to this, and if it doesn't work out this time, then I am going to go back to the drawing board. Had to be a little bit more careful in my basic Pokemon selection. Big Juan, clearly using a steel deck. All right. Well, choice one between Phoebus and Suicune again. So, you can go on the main spot. Phoebus can go on the bench. Tap done. Alright. This time I will use the energy card because I don't have a choice. Okay, I don't believe I can attack this turn. Using Marnie to force me to draw 4 new cards, which isn't necessarily a penalty. Oh, and they're using Oranguru. That's no fair. I invented that tactic. Patent pending. I swear. Alright. Come on, where are we going? Okay, fee 1 on the bench. Dupiter, Snom, and then Wave Splash again. Okay, I've been granted a reprieve. Okay. Let's use Capricious Bucket. Grab 2 energy cards. Alright. Then put 2 energy attached from this Pokemon to that. So if I hit him, I will do 130. And then that will leave him with 210. Might be worth it. Alright. Zacian. Another Marnie. Definitely wants me to reshuffle his hand. Alright. Interestingly, they haven't yet put 3 energy on their main Pokemon, which would actually probably be, well, will most likely be enough to knock me out. Most definitely. Oh no, wait, there it is. Still biting for some reason. Who knows why? Powerful energy. Frostmoth? Where can you go? Oh, you can go on Snom. Okay. Yeah, alright. And I think, yeah, he healed the majority of the energy I took off of him from Aurora Loop in that last turn as well. This is one serious defensive deck. Well, I had a bunch of water energy in a while ago, so Frostmoth would have been more powerful. But they're not. They are not. Second Phoebus on the bench, because why not? Okay. Okay, Ice Dance. Well, it's my only energy card. So I would definitely just be putting it onto my bench Pokemon. And then end my turn. How are we doing this? How? Wow, 500 damage. I think, yeah, that is definitely what they've been waiting for this whole time. Be able to do up to 500 damage with one card. Let's see. 60 plus 50, that's going to be 110 damage in for a single attack. Evolve one Phoebus. Yeah, that's pretty much just going to be it. And then, it's going to bite the dust next turn. Switching the Zacian for another Zacian. Okay, play that Candace. Hoping, there's at least one energy. Clearly, well, out of all the top 4 cards, So... $50 damage to one Pokemon, one bench Pokemon. Every Pokemon is 60 or more. Alright. Put 50 damage onto, Galarian Meowth. Already got evolved to Berserker. Another switch. No, I am completely outclassed at this point. It doesn't matter what I bring out. I don't have the energy for it. Well, Hail Mary. What is that? Search your deck for 3 basic water Pokemon. I need to remember to use V1 a lot sooner because they'll put basic Pokemon onto my bench. And that is useful. At least I'm assuming that that's useful. Okay, well, he won. I lost. So, let me see. I do have some stuff to earn. Let's see. 3 packs. That's useful. Okay, so 150 card changing credits. Bidoof, Seal, Gloom, Altaria, and BD. Couple of good water Pokemons in there. Potion, another Bidoof, Trekking Shoes, Coughing, and Heliolisk. And then, let's see, Chatot, Lost Vacuum, Giraffe Rig, Cricketune, so, and also Mew, V. I can't highlight them while I'm opening the packs. I can look at them while when I go back to the deck builder. Okay. Let's go take a look at this. There's a couple of fundamentally broken things about this. Let me see. Okay, so let me see. Let me filter back to what our cards again. Okay, so I don't think I want to use Dewpider and Aquanid now when I have an uneven number of cards. Let me see, 25, 25, 55. Caldeo, Kyogre. So what did I just pull? I think I pulled a Seal. Headbutt and Rain Splash is a very basic card. Okay. I might want 3 free ones because, yeah, I think the ability to put basic Pokemon onto my bench is going to be necessary. Let me see. Articuno's Pokemon did 50 damage to itself. I don't even recall them coming out while I was playing last time. The one that seemed to come out every single time was Suicune. Let's see. Okay, well, let's put the extra Articunos in there because they actually might be useful. Alright. Then 27. And I just need 3 more cards for 60. Those definitely need to be trainer cards. I got forced to switch my hand multiple turns, so maybe I need to do that too. Let me get Marnie, Mr. Beatty, Candace, I knew I had some. Oh, okay, they're there. Okay, so Melanie probably shouldn't have too many. Probably just keep it to 1. Because Melanie will just give me the ability to take cards from my discard. I do need better things to switch. Yeah, no Ultra Balls. Great Ball. Look at the top 7 cards, reveal a Pokemon. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Or what? Do I only have 1? I believe I only have 1. Path to the Peak. Pokemon with a rule box have no abilities. Well, that's any Pokemon VMAX. Let me see. Wouldn't hurt to have at least 2 Professor's Research. Quick Ball. Discard another card, search your deck for a basic Pokemon. Okay, yeah. I've got a bunch of those. Oh, actually, now I'm off by 1. Let's get rid of energy retrieval. Alright. Okay, so let's try one from the, let's try one round with the improved deck. If this one doesn't work, then I'll go back to Lugia and Ho-Oh, which seems to be my only competitive deck so far. Yeah. Keep choosing heads. Good old heads. Didn't work out for me this time. Alright. Okay, we're playing Snowrun first. Done. So having quick balls is very useful because then I can search decks for Pokemon that can evolve. Well, they're using electricity. This was probably over before it began. They had Path to the Peak. I think it's going to be a while before we see VMAX cards. Also assuming that, you know, they even have any in their deck. Alright. Okay. Top 7 cards in my hand, only 2 of them have... yeah, I'm not going to be able to... Oh, actually, yeah, I am. Okay, Frostlass, put that into my hand. Alright, then... I want to Quick Ball. Discard... Milotic. And then pick out a basic Pokemon. Let's get Felon. Alright. Okay, so Felon. Put an energy on Felon. Oh, actually, no, I can't use it unless it's the active Pokemon. Okay, so what else can I do? Shuffle 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck, or shuffle 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile onto your deck. What did I have in my discard pile? Neither Pokemon and... Well, 1 Pokemon and no energy cards. So, let's see how this shakes out. I definitely need to play more Candace if I need to get more Candace cards if I actually want to have cards that gain special abilities from Candace. Okay, well, evolve. Attach water. Hit for 90. Well, hit for 20. 90 was my HP. Didn't do much that turn. Alright. Well, 2 Pokemon basic energy cards. Neither of them really seem to be worth it. Yeah, retreat cost. Put V1 on the bench, and then I'll be able to use Sea Feast. Alright, so get my Vulpix. I will get my Calyrex, and I will get Suicune. Well, no, I'll get Suicune. So that's 3 out of the 4 Pokemon Vs that I have in this deck. Alright. Forcing me to use a different active Pokemon. Alright. Calyrex V can be evolved to VMAX. I wish I had one more energy card. But since I don't, I'm going to need to use this to just have one energy card this turn. Wait, cancel. Oh, I can take Mila take back too. Alright. Oh, actually, those go into my deck. They don't go into my hand, so that doesn't exactly work the way that I thought it would. Man, really, that's it. Don't have an energy this turn. Can't put an energy on the card this turn. Alright. Okay, well, there's one. Okay. Let me put it onto Vulpix. So at this point, you know, I haven't been knocked out yet. As largely due to the fact that Pumpkaboo has never had any energy attached to it. I think the thing that is keeping me alive is that, you know, we both have these Pokemon out as sacrificial Pokemon. They're silently hoping that I will knock them out first, because then immediately afterwards they can pull out pretty exciting looking Pokemon V. Alright, so dang, nothing here either. Decidueye. Second lucky ice pop. I think we've just played to a standstill. I mean, they're getting their Pokemon up to us to higher ranks on the bench, but it hasn't happened to me yet. Okay, energy card. Well, at least I will do the Frosty Gel for 20. There's a part of me that doesn't want to try to knock out the opponent, because if I do, then they're going to put their Pokemon V on the field. Then we will be in trouble. Alright. I would rather have this on Vulpix. Alright. Frosty Gel for 20. That knocks them out. Choose this prize card. It's a Snom. So out comes Arceus. So immediately hits me for twice that amount. Well, this is where the cards start to fall, folks. I quite clearly backed the wrong horse when I thought about putting energy onto Vulpix. Also, then this is a 60 plus 50, which is 110 damage. Barely going to be anything. Oh, is it actually against a VMAX? Oh, no. Because it's a VMAX, it means it didn't take in the additional 50 damage. I see that now. Okay, here's a Marnie. Well, this might be helpful to me because I don't think my other hand was actually any good. Wow, all but 10 damage. I feel bad because I suddenly lost all of those ice pops. That would have been pretty useful right now. Well, let me see. V-Star will raise this to 240. It was able to attack me for 180. So, yeah, evolving it isn't really going to do too much. Now, Snow Mirage, 160 Pokemon's damage is not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage by attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. Okay, this is actually pretty useful. Okay, so while we're at it, let's beef it up with Cape of Toughness, and then I'm going to play a Marnie so I can get 4 new cards. Alright. So what else can I do? Snom on the bench. And that's pretty much it. 70 damage for each opponent's Pokemon V in play. Okay, well. There we go. Well, the hunter has become the hunted. So, I can choose 2 prize cards because I knocked out a Pokemon V. Alright. Well, the tables have turned, but, you know, no doubt in my mind that I could very well get knocked out this turn. Okay, it's made me do Marnie again. It was a pretty inopportune time for that. Well, at least I can pull out the beefy guy. Calrix VMAX. Quick Ball. Discard the Phoebus. Let's put Suicune in my hand. Okay, bench Articuno, bench Suicune. Melanie will allow me to put water on my Pokemon V. Alright. So... then I can attach the second energy and then I'll have the ability to use the first attack. Rite of the High King does 100 plus 30 more damage for each opponent's bench Pokemon. So 190 damage total. I still think that the Decidueye has a very good chance of hitting above 320, so... okay, well, my mistake. I don't quite have them on the run. On the run would be nice. Professor's Research. Draw 7 cards. Max Lance, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. If you do, then it does 120 damage for each card you discarded. Okay, well, let's get into a rhythm with this. Okay. Hit it for that 240, 250. Then discard the energy. And then pull 2 more prize cards. Phoebus and Snom. Okay. So, as I often say, you know, my opponent is somebody who mostly populates their deck with Pokemon V, which can be useful, but is not the most foolproof strategy. Okay, boss's orders. Oh, how cheap. He's going to hit me, he's going to hit the Snom for 50. I like the board theme. Yeah. Well, the board theme, you know, just shifts almost constantly. It depends on what the more dominant Pokemon is. At this point, we're both using water types, so it's, you know, we're in the waves now. Certainly had a thing for those flying Pikachu cards. Alright. I don't fully understand the strategy of, let me see. 2 energy cards. Okay. I don't fully understand the strategy of switching out card that can or a card that can attack this turn. Because they certainly did have cards on their bench that could. Let me see. As often as you like, you can attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. This actually might be useful. Because now, I can put cards on my bench. I can, well, I think that was the extent of that, regrettably. Alright. Pick a card to discard. I'll discard the other Snom. I will replace it with Articuno. And then, well, that's the extent of that. Can attach another energy to it. End my turn. So this guy has powerful cards and has a solid strategy, but he keeps handcuffing himself by playing cards in the interval. Alright, so... Okay, Ice Dance again. I'll put that second energy card onto a Calyrex. And then done. I need 2 cards in order to retreat it, so it might be better just to leave it up. Oh! Are you saying I can play the energy card? I don't think I can play the... Oh, you know, it's because I've already done an ability. Alright. Don't know why it keeps showing me that. Okay, now I can attach the energy. Okay. Then... yeah. Aurora Beam for 30. I just realized. So cool. Alright. Because what has it been using? When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you can search your deck for a supporter card. Okay, well. He did it strictly to get the one supporter card. Alright, so... Well, so that's the thing, is that I think my compatriot might have messed up at this turn, because even if I slowly end up pounding on Aluminium, maybe I'll eventually faint it, and I will be able to draw 2 cards for a Pokemon V. Okay, so... At this point, I'm also pretty concerned because I think I might have used up all of my energy. All 4 energy cards in my discard right now. Okay, Crobat is out. They're only using electric energy. They don't have the ability to actually have their attack cards out yet. Let me see. Alright, well, might be worth playing the retreat cost. Alright. Discard the energy cards and do 250 damage to that one and knock it out. And that allows me to pull my last prize card. And that's it. That's a win. So, you know, I did win that one, but I do largely think that it was because my opponent kind of sat on his options for a bit too long. Congrats. Thank you very much. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to switch to Luigi and Ho for the rest of the evening. Interestingly, I still use the Vulpix coin for this deck. Okay. I win the coin toss. I'm going to go first. So, Blissey V can be the quarterback on this one, then follow it by Cincino and Smeargle, and then I'll hit done. Okay. He took a mulligan, so I actually get to draw an extra card. Okay, also using electric deck. So what are we using here? Blissful Blast does 10 plus 30 for each energy attached to the Pokemon. Okay, well, let's start with 30 damage. Whenever you attach an energy card, it recovers from all special conditions. Okay. So, oh, actually, I can't attack this turn, so I can't hit him for 30 damage yet. Okay, how you doing? How you doing? All right. So definitely need to have spin on the bench. Get an Evolve to Cincino. Then I will put a second energy onto Blissey. And then hurt it with 70 damage. This guy is going to need to start fighting back. I mean, I do believe, yeah, he can paralyze me this turn. He just needs to win a coin flip. Okay, switching Pokemon for Regieleki. Switching Bolt does 30 damage to me and allows him to switch again. And puts Electabuzz back on the field. I would have switched for something that wasn't already damaged, but what do I know? Alright, pick my prize card. It's a dark energy. Okay. So here comes Regalecki again. Hit me for another 30 and then do another switch, most likely. But the thing is that now it's switching for a benched Pokemon, and the only benched Pokemon are 2 Shinx. I could definitely clobber a Shinx during the next turn. Alright, Smeargle here, clobber a Shinx. Picking out another prize card. Green energy. I'm glad that the rainbow energy is coming out, you know, pretty early in the game. Probably should have worked on putting 3 energy in this card so it could hit me for 100. His strategy is not working out because he keeps putting basic Pokemon back on the field, and I can hurt basic Pokemon very badly. There's Ho-Oh. I had no idea they were in my prize cards. Okay, he's attached to second energy. Well, now he has another V in his hand, so it would probably be easy for them to just switch to the V. Alright. See, there he goes again. Because I can go ahead and I can just clobber the Shinx. Are they building up for me in order to use either Magneton or Raigeki V as their ace Pokemon? Let's see. They also left this alive, so I get to attack with it again. Okay. Primate Wisdom, I will swap Melanie for the top card from the deck. I will... yeah. So now I'm going to start hitting at... yeah, 130. Okay. So this is going to get interesting because the only Pokemon that they can actually pull out is one of the 2 Pokemon V. Okay, now Magnezone is out. Alright, so need to put Ho-Oh on the field. I need to... well, I need Smeargle's ability in order to populate Ho-Oh with cards. I'll start by just putting 1 energy on it. Birdkeeper. Oh, well, I'll use Birdkeeper. Okay, then switch Blissey with Smeargle. And then draw 3 cards. Use Colorful Palette to attach any number of basic into one of your Pokemon. Okay. Pick out a basic energy card, put it on my Pokemon, and then attach that to Ho-Oh. Alright. Once again, is only using Switching Bolt. Did nobody tell this guy that you're supposed to knock out Pokemon in order to win this game? Alright, let's see. Primate Wisdom, swap Snorlax for a card at the top of my deck, which is another Oranguru. Ultra Ball. No, maybe not. Okay, so third energy onto Ho-Oh. And then Colorful Palette again. Okay, no valid cards. Okay. Well, that kind of backfired because there was no draw energy card in the draw that I did. But it's okay, I'm running on schedule. I just need one more energy card in order to make Ho-Oh start working. Gonna hit me for another 30, I presume. Could hit me for 100 and knock me out, but maybe they don't want to do that. You tell me. Yep, another 30. Alright. Last Dark Energy onto Ho-Oh. Try Colorful Palette again. Two energy cards came out. Let me see, what is Ho-Oh lacking? A blue, and then I will take this green, and I will put it onto Spinda. Oh no, both cards have to go onto one Pokemon. So now I have options. So Blissey does 30 damage for each energy card. So 30, 60, 90, 120. I can attach another energy on it next turn, and then I can hit it once. And, well, that would only do 140 damage. Both of these Pokemon have 200 HP. So I'm going to need to use Ho-Oh. I only need to knock out one more Pokemon, then I can claim my last two prize cards, since both of them are Pokemon V. Okay. So now everything is on Ho-Oh except for the Steel Power. Alright. So that gives me a total of 280 attack. And that knocks it out. Take my last two pride cards, and I have one. Both of them were Melanie, which is pretty hilarious to me. I really should swap the Melanie cards for something else, because I think they only work with water energy. And cards that only work with one type of energy are probably not very good in this set. Okay. So, take my two quest cards, and then I can collect another Pokemon pack and 25 League points. So let's see what's in this one. Kricketot, Wailmer, Trekking Shoes, Lairon, and Enamorus. Alright. So yeah, before I play probably what's going to be my final match of the evening, I am going to look at the Ho-Oh deck, make sure that, you know, I I can switch out those cards for some better ones. So let's see here. Yeah, Melanie only allows you to attach water energy cards. I do not know why that is in there. Bruno, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 4 cards. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your last turn, draw 7 cards instead. Actually, this one might be a better choice. Bruno, give me the ability to swap out between 4 and 7 cards. And let me see. Okay, that's not a good one. Do I have Hisuian Heavy Balls in this? No, I don't think I do. Look at your face down prize card. You may reveal a basic Pokemon you find there, put into your hand, and then put this card. Okay, well, that might be good in a pinch, so I'll put that one in there. And so that is 60 out of 60 cards. Okay. Active deck. Yeah, currently my active deck. Okay, let's play the next round. I mean, if this ends early, I more than likely will play another one, but I suspect that it won't. Not for this many people playing VMAX decks. Who might I have one first? Well, only Pokemon is Spinda. This might be a problem. Okay, well, starting out with the opponent's turn. With only one Pokemon on the field, he could potentially just hit me for 40. I do believe, yeah. 40 damage. Yeah. What are your opponent's Pokemon? It does not specify bench Pokemon, so he could just hit the Pokemon in front of him as well. Capricious Bucket. Definitely a good card if you're running a water deck. There's your 1 energy, and I'm going to take 40 damage. Oh, no. Actually, I don't think he's allowed to attack during the first turn. Alright, so let me see. Do I want to shuffle my hand first? Well, I probably want to shuffle my hand first, but first I will spend 1 energy. And then I will use Bruno. 4 cards, Oranguru, another Spinda, Training Court goes onto the field, and then Disney Spin, 10 damage, and Confusion. Alright. Okay, I think they were... No, they accidentally hurt themselves for flipping tails. Alright. So, put that onto the extra Spinda. Use Primate Wisdom to swap for the top card. And then I will hit him with Dizzying Spin again. It would be interesting if this was the entire match, but I know better than to think that. He managed to get VMAX into his hand. I wonder if he's going to play it. Yep, there it is. Now that Inteleon has 320 attack. And let me see. Max bullet for 60 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay. But spin that out again. So you draw a Pokemon. Let me see. Put the discard into my hand. Hit him with Dizzy Spin again. Hang on. No. Okay, I'll put the energy on Oranguru. Yeah, then I will hit. If nothing else, Spin is really good for stalling for this deck. Excuse me. All right. Okay, where are we going? Getting really close to just to knocking out the Pokemon that are on my bench. Give you one of these. Use Primate Wisdom. Put Cross Switcher onto the top card. Replace it with Adventurous Discovery. Search your deck for 3 Pokemon V. Okay, now I need this. Blissey, Ho-Oh, and Lugia. Okay. Okay. Blissey, Ho-Oh. Okay, Lugia is the VMAX, so I can't use that one just yet. I already put the energy onto Oranguru. Alright. Another Dizzy Spin. So he keeps giving, the VMAX cards onto the Inteleon, and as soon as he does that, then there is no more confusion. No confusion going on in that situation. Okay, swapping it with the Inteleon that has more energy on it. The opponent is selecting cards from his deck. A lot of these people, they have really complex strategies when it comes to moving cards. There we go. I think nobody's ready to go up except for Blissey. Let me see. Primate Wisdom. Put Legia on the top of the deck. Let me see. Jubilife. Once during each player's turn, that player can shuffle their hand to the deck and draw 5 cards. I don't think it's as useful as this. Okay. Put the discard pile into my hand. And then hit for the 40. Plus 30. Well, actually, just the 40. Anyways. I'm about to get it. And do that 130 plus 30 to a bench Pokemon. Boss's orders. Alright. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, max bullet. And 160 and 160, which knocks out the Oranguru on my bench. Alright. So what do I need to retreat you? Oh, I need 2 in order to retreat you. Wish I still had the switch card in my hand. Alright. I'm probably not even going to survive this next turn. Okay, he just knocked down my hoe. So this could be very useful just for this turn. Alright, so use the ability Reviving Flame. Put him onto the field. Yeah. Oh, well. Regrettably, I think I only did have one energy card in the discard pile. So that did not make for the move that I thought I would. Well, at any rate, yeah, I think he's just going to knock out this Pokemon and then he's going to win. Yeah, there we go. Pretty good, pretty good. Well, not bad for, just a casual round of TCG Live. I did win, like, 1 out of the 4 matches that I did. And one of my decks was experimental, so it's really good to actually see that one win once. But anyway, thank you once again for tuning in to Brainy the RPG Cat. I remain Brainy the RPG Cat. Once again, this stream is brought to you by GreatMedia.Games for low prices on single TCG cards. Visit GreatMedia.Games and use the code 10Finity at checkout for 10% off your online purchase. Also be sure to check out the Well of the Worlds Kickstarter. Be sure to follow the link tinyurl.com/welloftheworlds and sign up for the mailing list so that you will be aware when the Well of the Worlds Kickstarter launches this coming April the 4th. So, thank you everybody once again for tuning in. So, I'm very glad that, I was able to work out, some of the kinks that I was dealing with when it came to broadcasting for this last, for the last few days. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's do a raid. Seems to be nice and smooth now. Yeah, things are running pretty nice and smooth. And let's see. I think, who do I want to raid right now? They might be interesting. Let's see, who else do we have? It's towards the end. Cloud Everprod and Savage Wizards. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I am going to raid over to Stella Cosmister. Right now they are in the middle of playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. That should be interesting to look into, already in progress. So I will be back tomorrow, and I believe, I'm going to be playing my third play section of Pizza Tower. So that's going to be pretty fun. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody. And thank you very much for watching.